is 13. But your law says 16. We agree. Nobody's fighting you by your law. But nobody's having any conjugal right on any child at that time. Because we too, we have schools in our community. We too, we want to have the Judge Lutterodt who are guns and are on radio. We too, we want to have the Sibo who have hidden their gun names and are sitting on radio speaking tree too in the system. We want to have lawyers. So education is important to us. Nobody. So the white man cannot sit somewhere and dictate to us. That is why people are happy. One man, one wife, and you are happy about it. This is why you are sticking to their nonsense.
The boss, you know, yes,
who?
Oh,
yes, we didn't. We are saying, yeah, about what the Alba. When you are somewhere, I was
so invited here, Baba.
Now, until
and I'm so sick, yeah,
young.
Aha,
yeah, my what dear, you be throw.
Ah, we are Ralph.
I have Bush, I didn't Tino. Togo. Now, quarter so. So, one number. What can I do? Tosha, Sebo, Edin to a year. And our Nyama means say a di won't come away. Oshana Mamre Quansoni a Yasebo, call Lehe Cabini. Wouldn't say traditionally, yeah, two be bedini and for the one go. So, you don't have the right with it. And I know anybody in fire when say youngest anybody in the edit talk anything. I saying we can be organized to Toby. So we are not afraid of anybody. You know what I'm saying? Even in a funeral place, when can live man back kucha, cock over kucha bamo, obaje. Nansema ya manaye, ya bo canopy. Friends from Angel. In marriage, traditional marriage. Friends from Angel. Canopy. Church members. Workers. All students. Nyameke cheme nyenwo neke buru ani geshe na higbe ka chega mani enkrafo de wajibe
obi anka se enkrafo aji.
Say I am speaking on what I have seen. Is there on social media? Na say when na ka se ofio tubro me bo a anya na ka obi nim so yankrani come on, you look at that. Gafon be. Oh, wait, so what? Oh, I say I won't be no to Ashanteyo. You may first what you can yake.
Yes.
What Tonya to no can yake? Nake Jie call me.
Ah.
Yake Mokotomo Gafon be. Otako redo no ye gan come put down. Otako no ye ko. Oh, you ko gan come put down. Man, this ania ba dey o call no show na abu.
Mofa assembly to so near go anim.
Assembly is straightforward.
Yanko.
Come can cram a camel.
Kind.
I go chama can me try do me blow of
Counsellor.
But what hear me na can no give bona ya le.
You.
Sunday bad wo fen wo yo yin komo. Sin me le go nyaka wi aka fe kusun eje won Germany. Mo fia mo kero de ja. Ka so no mo fia me ne mo ko bia ma ka mi neighbor. Ta fla cheke me ne ahoma ne me no ka me ba na me sole awusa na me hima. Mo ko bi ko ma ka shi mi lo nya hiwa. Chi wo ka me hin blewo bona yo. Many bo Allah will have bad your je. What come he blew? Was summoning Mukuke one night we mokakwe, Nekan neba no noon she ne call ye yanu washing. Onuba traja black sumi, Yanu Akase, then what radio no by we. Nyakwa nahi. She come any dana somewhere we walk a killer. Dana attack on a win a jaw blow to walk a killer. She had a sunny shakuness and what for me kuma to way. Kadasha. Careful at way. Yeah, he can't me. I could buy a babu. So back to me be calonte, no be a mekechi. Nake bula, say. Tado manyabla of Sibo.
Okay.
The story is straightforward and is a continuation of the process to divorce properly when you're married. So you have a story that you have to read. You have the story?
Yeah.
So go ahead and read a story that you know in your English language.
Okay. English?
I go to read in Ga. I go to tell them that.
Anyway, wait free. So, before I got married, I had this female friend. I was very close to, and we spoke about everything. But ever since I got married, everything reduced. Recently, she was ill, and I decided to pay her a visit at her apartment. On our way out to the car, I bumped into my wife's friend, who happens to live in that apartment too. But because of my friend's appearance, I'm sure she suspected I was cheating on my wife with her, because she was in shorts and some see-through shirt. The lady has told my wife everything, and I'm sure she misrepresented me. And for 2 months, My wife hasn't been okay with me. How do I convince her and let her know it's not what she thinks it is? And how do I regain her trust? Abrantie say or down for be cheso yo ba na no kra ne sansa no be ware na one obey ka bibia na down for pa you can say the best friend na mum na nya hwe a chese enasem bia na so ne kompem bia but on no yire e ba mu na so ware ye no omuntemu atete anaso ne na yonkofa no so abrase kakra enche bia na chese adamfo yi friend so yare nti o mesra no ono aye na adwempu se ono ampo kosra no no duwa afi we wi a chese obe jana akone kam oduwa na chese na damfo ne yira damfo animni so ono so tifie obi na tade ana girl ne hye no e bia ne ye na damfo ne ye ne se na one ne obi biye na girl ne se shorts chese nika keto e bi na chese shirt bi atimi nia ewo inside no emo na chese girl yikoka che na yira damfo yikoka che ne yire na yen so anyina ni biem be 2 months
then again say nikunu fanichi so it's a cheating conversation and the man is looking for the opportunity to prove to the wife that he's not cheating. Is that all?
Yeah.
And what would be the reason? It's about what would be the reason that a man have to prove to a wife that I'm not cheating on you?
Oh, fidelity sake.
About what is fidelity?
Say your person Ginny.
But what fidelity can be used in court if there's no proof? And what's the best proof of fidelity if there's no living thing? By law. So what do you want to prove to
gain trust?
Trust in what? We don't use trust in marriage. So what do you want to gain for?
No trust in marriage.
No, what do you need trust for? Trust is for deity. It's not for human beings. Belief is for beings. But deities are those we are supposed to trust because they don't have any shadow of doubt. The man is like a grass. The sun withers and he's no more. So curses anyone who put the trust in man. I am fallible. I am not somebody. My wife cannot me. You can trust me. Se muso bi pekwan bi so akire ne se me fa na chi koka chen se ohumi na me nya hwe enye bi onye bibia koka che bo ne ne nkasa na hu se nya me I don't even someone to go to the extent of confessing the partner that I did it once. I say this thing and I make it. O baby a wo fa ukunachi ana be me bi a fa yirechi out me twene tena se mafom wo fa che me enye se baby na afi ma ba no we within you unya hwe wo soro ahemem wa say hell bi wo pa dia wo because nobody recovers from the shock of the announcement of another person that you have just been told have eaten your apple pie in any other way, especially when it comes to women and the rest. I'm talking about people who are legitimately married because cheating is a right reserved of the married. If you are not married, you can cheat. There are two things every married they are nyam anyway. Everybody wa kwan so. The jaya beba. Ana say ye befa wachi. Na wale jaya ba wadwen a ta echi no eye wa wo de. Se obi fa wachi a wadwen ta wachi so ye wankasa wadwen. But say bema old friend. Na it's about that brings me to the question. Rosie, my old friend. Yeah, bibio. Ya nye bibio. Se ene ma worry oba foforo a. Say Rosie enemy ejai kasa. Should my wife even know who Rosie was in my life? Should I give my wife the rundown of the relationship that transpired between myself and Rosie? I mean, is it about transparency? I get what I'm saying. Or once I marry, I cut off friendship. Even though Yanka say Abrantie impo no ne abaye impo mo bibiye. What must say? We are not any sex mate. And I wear jano no ababe wale. What must say? Enti sa down for sa down for fun. Look, any friend that sticks more years with you, a permanent friend, is a permanent enemy.
Hey. Why?
Oh yes.
How
because unless the person is not your friend, but if you have a friend who knows you inside out, knows who you've ever done a thing with, knows about the moves you have made, and you keep that person for long, they become an enemy because they have some level of secret that is yours, that when they leave it in the air, you are doomed forever. So you always want to keep them and keep their mouth shut and keep on giving them more information. What does it? Now that confusion is it? Enya so no mpo na go ba amane o. Na ne yire na danfo na ehu no. Na ne yire na danfo na ehu no no e de akọ abibbi mu se atade a Rosie hye epiefi dan mu ne de. Oba abonten de ense se that information akọ but me must be so say bo why na go bo na yire na amane
na danfo no
na in the information
from anybody,
from friends, and act upon it say months is not talking to me.
2 months.
I won't talk to you two forever.
Oh. Hey, be an misinformation. O say girl na tade na o hye ni we no. De bia okokan ye o say emade e bi o de use bebre ka ho. E na tade bi o hye na okohwe na otimi mu ne nufu na na say nyama o hye gina tie bi e bia.
And somebody has given you such information and you are acting upon it to disrespect me. Say, boy, if anybody comes to tell your wife XYZ Nessie, now wife to me GD 2 months so now on who value what does here say 2 months near say, boy, 2 months only mean you're fine because I never be catch or say me PF girl be there.
Yeah.
And then you say only me Charlie. I mean some actions I say, boy, me carry be I say Emma and my you create with my bro one shop of bebasa. Nyame obo won kra nu ni ho. So ne won be kan ye ho we din turo nu. E sa se na turo nya di o de ba ye. Be si enne. Utumi tu fi baby a wote e san se oyire ne hunu mo bon no. Landlord bi wo ho enne ne yire nti na wan tenant na akofie na ye empty. O se hakura ye sen. Ade ahia ne be di afie mo na so de be so no bi se uska. So ono mu nyina akonseti by their attitude and by their behavior. The American say this young woman or this young man and the wife, he needs no explanation to the wife. Look, the fact that your wife can call you and ask you, Mira, wait a minute, say some Emma nudu. You ask me there. What the Bema the news me na that's why. Nema baby to me see. What the menu ye mbaye. My first say me you Bema ba kope. Enka kan papa we ye mpo de. Wona me no. Me yire kasa a kire me pe. Me jana wale o. Say papa we ye wona madam me papa. Me. Hey, what sort of loose talk is that?
We say he has a friend in you. Just say, oh, you're not down for you, bibia.
You know, I'm not my husband. I'm not my wife's friend, though. My wife is not my friend, though.
No, your name.
She's my wife.
But there should be some friendship.
Friendship in what way? In what capacity? Do you know who a friend is?
Why they will to military barracks and I order and do and answer.
No, she's a wife, and she has to act as a wife.
How?
No, so your wife doesn't act as a wife. She acts as what, a friend.
She's a wife, she's a friend, she's a
so your wife is your everything.
Yes, she's my friend.
You are sick. Anybody watching me?
Sick. She's my friend.
Anybody watching me that your wife is your everything, you have a mental problem.
Oh, because at the end of the day, Counsellor,
partner.
No, and I'll be some be feeling a bed down pass.
And not in the damn about corner in the bed down passing here or your friend.
No, Obe sign in a dream, Abrabon and Mumia.
And then what suddenly and true. I am true.
Oh, now for fun, you almost share brassy. Means when you're now for can you count 5 of them?
Because permanent friends are permanent enemies.
But do you have friends at all?
Friends? Who is a friend? I have classmates, classmates, media mates. So why are you calling a friend? You see our problem. That is why your wife, because your wife believes you are the friend. If my wife believes I'm her friend, look, are you aware that say, boy, you can be my friend whilst I'm not your friend?
It's an agreement.
What does here? Wait, man, we say what down for you. But me who say what that say madam for no. Go my brother me ti won. Na brand be madam for pa. Me nya down for. Bibi ani obefre ma me nya da. Anytime. Just my brother said, e wo media imo or media friend o. My brother said then me dozy off baby a me shebia sebo se me she tokuro mu no bia frɛ me se chale bra na bo a menye show we me ma ɔno nko afrɛ me se me nya query wo office ko me meka ko ya ma no because I see him say minim dia ba me wo hwa ɔde me nkasa bio
just like that
me nya ne hwe sempo ma ni bi mpo a I'm thinking say the number of years of loyalty we have built should be able to flag into his mind say akwa we chale onu I say in his ultimate say ntimemeti wono adamfo bia nso ani bufu na ye ultimate say but the make can say e ba ni say na oba onu sie say we na adamfo uko krumuba. Se boy unko krumuba be bokunu mani o. And I'm even tired of this man. Don't just see the ring on my finger. What are going through it when me bro, you want my job at the few. And you ba kwa ye de bi obi aba me pow. Sister. What Jimmy off?
Wako kruma be kache ukunu say. I mean that is good.
Me je adwuma no. Obi aba so pa adwuma mu ha. Anti we je adwuma we de betena fi. Anti afi dot wa bibiasi. One man cha. Na na de one man tem. And the adwuma bi e ba say okay 1 2 afi de. Papa no ba afi de kunu de. Afi wo say amane na wo bi onti no. Wo ba de e fresh amane no. Enen so Simon papa no ba ho beto ade enen so. Omu de wan. De o se otata so be person ono e bibia o hu se o ye we. O na se we ja ho ba o de na aba. Me nimpo na wo so mfre ni misa na se o ho de bi. Me so mampo me ho ato me. Sa yenja na asem kakra. Yenja wo asem ka. Look, they will drag you to what you want to walk out of. So my problem is actually any enhu a say nyetai. Nukure wo me say na danfo na koka de anim say nukure mpo a. Why should the wife act on what the friend just said to get that sort of relationship between you and your husband? Why is it becoming sour because of your friend? Do you believe what your friend is saying more than what you think your husband, the family that the two of you are raising? Then you should be worried. If your husband is working with a wulomo tally, something that can praise the well, and somebody else have decided to use some and left the rest for you, what is your problem?
Are you encouraging infidelity?
What do you call? No, what do you call encourage? I told you that cheating is part of marriage, and it's the right result of the marriage.
So you are encouraging it?
It's not an encourage. It's part of the marriage. When you buy banana, do they peel it before they give to you?
Sometimes.
They peel banana and give you?
Yes, they are peeled, chopped, and diced bananas. I'm
not talking about hairy bananas. It's when you buy bananas.
When I buy bananas.
Do they peel and give to you?
Sometimes I let the woman do it.
They peel it for you?
No. Sometimes I let her do it for me. I pack it in a Ziploc.
They peel the banana and put it in a Ziploc. Are you truly a gun?
Oh, sometimes. My mama
no, Sibo uko talk with you. Do you fruit salad?
Yes.
Do you fruit salad? Now I'm a white woman. Do you know the chemical reaction in transporting banana that is not covered with the peel? Do you know what it means? No. You are eating toxic. So from today, medical, let me advise you, never do that again. Because these are not hairy bananas. Hairy bananas can go with that cover.
So what's the advice
you shouldn't mind the wife.
Okay.
Don't mind your wife. If she has decided not to talk to you 2 months, if your wife have decided not to talk to you 2 months because a friend came to report that by suspicion, the way the lady came out of the room and what she was wearing shows that the two of you did something or have something doing, and your wife is believing that somebody else you've slept with and you are not proving to her, and so for that matter 2 months your wife have decided not to have talks with, please do best, and the best you can do for yourself is also learn how not to talk to her for the next 4 months. Do all that you can do. If it's money for cooking, release it. Whatever she needs, provide it because she's your wife. But make sure that right now you change your lifestyle with her. But if the wife cannot believe in you, that you can really eat somebody else and be happy, but believe that you eat somebody else and be sad, then she's a greedy woman. Because you should be excited, so be a jedi kakra. Ya jadi akana brel. After 13 years of marriage.
Counsellor,
well, frame upon the song frame na